Good afternoon, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone, Conversations with the Ancients. I'm Priscilla. I'm a Crone, a channel, and a light worker. Welcome.
Welcome.
Last show, we talked about chakras and how energy runs up and down your spine. And today, we're going on a bit different subject, and we're going to talk about soul contracts. First of all, a soul is a fractal off of the divine energy, off of God. We're all particles, fractals, what's the other word? Sparks of the divinity. So I wanted to say exactly what I believe is a soul at this point. Take it for what it's worth. We all have our own definitions and thoughts of what a human soul is. But to be honest, a human is just a fractal off the main soul, and we're experiencing life in 3D on Earth. So a soul is a spark of the divine, a personality, a human being, a portion of a soul's energy in the physical. We leave the non-physical, the other side of the veil, where it's love, peace, compassion, and all things wonderful, to experience duality, the duality of living on Earth. Right?
3D.
The duality of the 3D is the physical plane, which creates a contrast where we have no contrast when we're on the other side. Everything is peaceful and lovely. So and I suppose boring for souls that are looking for other experiences. Mm-hmm. So we choose to come here, and when we choose to come here, we create a contract with other souls that are planning to incarnate or have incarnated, or other beings that can give us guidance on whatever experiences we want to have on Earth at this time. We free will, on the other hand, is how we make those choices, if we decide to make those choices, and how we decide to do those things.
Okay. Alrighty. So our soul contracts are they're pre-birth arrangements. There are 3 basic types, but it's a team spirit, a team thing of helping us. We have guides to help us all the way along.
Guides and guardian angels and
guardian angels, archangels, angels, people who've passed on. Your own higher self is one of the guides. Your ascendant masters are sometimes the guides.
Like
Spirit
Buddha,
animals.
yeah. Jesus, those type of ascended masters.
And even extraterrestrial entities.
Extraterrestrials, yes.
Yep.
Interdimensionals.
Right. Yeah. And we all have these of some sort of another. You think of Earth, the planet Earth, as a school. You're going to school down here. Souls come to learn and transform.
Exactly.
And only the most advanced souls and the most ambitious souls get to come to the Earth School.
Do you realize how ambitious you were and how
you
fabulous
wanted to come?
You wanted to come here. You wanted to experience this. And we're all these fabulous energies that have lived in other places and other existences, other planes, other dimensions. Yeah. And we chose to come here to experience our little 3D Earth.
Of course, while we're down here, we're saying, what?
Why did we want to do this? It doesn't seem like a vacation to me. So before birth, we literally have a spiritual roundtable with our guides to decide what lessons in this life we want to learn for the highest good of ourselves and the rest of our soul family, which can number in the hundreds. Some there, some here. So we decide what our name is going to be, what our birth date is going to be, the time of birth, our parents, our grandparents, obviously, our parents, the type of people that you want to meet, the type of experiences that we want to have, all of these things, including life events and the time that you die, time and place and how you die.
Mm-hmm.
Although I must say, excuse me, one thing, there are exit points other than the original one if you decide that this is not really what you want.
Yeah,
And
you can leave early.
you can leave early, but you have decided on multiple exit points, but a particular main one.
Right. And people who come into your life are there to help you and to help you heal wounds and help you heal from past lives. Every soul you meet is there either to be your teacher or you're their teacher. You could be either way.
I find that I learn and teach just
Same
about
time.
everybody we meet. I learn a lesson from.
Yeah.
Hopefully they learn something.
Yeah, from what I understand, a lot of them do. Just us being here.
Right.
But anyway, there are 3 kinds of contracts. There's the soulmate contract, and this helps you really build your soul's progress. It helps you learn and grow. This is a very important one. And this is either usually the person who broke your heart and just burst your bubbles and really just hurt the heck out of you, or it could be the someone that rocked your world and everything is now wonderful. You never know. It could be either way. And then we have the bump contrast. Hey, you, get back on track. Hey, you.
I don't know about you, but I've had several of these
Those
that came
ones,
and
yeah.
nudged me back onto the path.
You know those people that you think you know, you couldn't have hardly ever known them? They may be from your past life and they're here to bump you back on track.
Yes.
Back. Do you remember what you came down for? They get you started again. And then you have a twin flame contract. With a twin flame contract, you have one soul that's in 2 halves, and you're only complete when you're together. You're incomplete somehow unless you are together. And this is oftentimes like love at first sight. You don't know why, but boom, that's there. Well, you belong together in order to be complete.
Interesting. I don't think I ever met a twin flame. I don't
Only
know.
in twins.
Only in twins, maybe so. So our true purpose as humans is to experience this life, good, bad, and the ugly, to enjoy our experience, find the things that make us happy and do those things because those lead to your life path. The bigger ups and downs that we have, the greater our spiritual growth. So now, I don't know about you, but I've hit bottom, what I thought was bottom, and this sure beats what that was. But I did learn many, many lessons from those experiences. Remember all of our conflicts, and this was a hard one for me. We designed those in our pre-contract. We designed those for us to help us with whatever it is we came here to learn. So that means those conflicts were made for us by our higher self, the highest expression of ourself, so that we could get what we needed to out of this incarnation. Because if I don't get it here, I got to come back, and I'd rather not, to be honest
there
with
are
you.
multiple times that you can address the same situation.
Oh, yeah.
If you have the same problem happening, like pick the wrong kind of man every single time, there's a lesson you're supposed to learn there. Try to learn it so you don't do
So
it.
you don't have to come back and do it again.
Yeah.
We've all had many, many lives, hundreds, thousands of lives, in all manner of things. We've all been victim, perpetrator, husband, wife, child, mother, father, all of those things. Right?
Right. And everyone that you meet has signed up to help you or to learn from you. It's your self-development and in some ways, and you are their soul development.
Yes. Each other's. Whoever you come in contact
Right.
with, you're supposed to meet them, however small a meeting it might be.
Right. And your soul contracts teach you lessons. They create a balance so you're even. They make you a better person. It clears your karma. Anything you brought with you or that you develop, it will clear. It teaches you to rise above the fray in a situation through observation and non-violence, non-reaction. A lot of times when I was teaching, I would tell my students, you can't change what happens to you. You can only change how you decide to handle it.
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. And it brings healing. Your awakening is when you start remembering your eternal life. Right? And you expand, when you're expanding yourself all the time, that's called ascension.
Actually, we're going to talk about those next week.
Yes, we are.
Awakening and expansion happens, and ascension.
That's right. And the mindset of being a soul here on earth as a human is to experience everything, the growth, the enjoyment, and any other experience in life in the 3D world. And it's called conscious living.
Absolutely. And remember, we're not alone. We have guides and angels all around us to help us with whatever we're going through at the time. We just have to remember to ask. They cannot help because of the laws of intervention without us asking. The same way some of us want the aliens to come down and help us out. They can't help out because of the laws of intervention either. You have to ask for help.
Right. I see a question there. Can you comment on the fact that we have no memory? That's part of your contract. You sign up for not remembering anything.
If you fully remembered what your life was like on the other side from birth, then what's the point of being here?
It's not a challenge. You already know.
You already know all this information. Your challenge is to forget and relearn it as a learning experience, just as an experience of something that you haven't done before. But that's why we don't have a memory.
Yeah. And if you do remember it, you're probably already awakened and moving
in the right direction, I would say, right?
So remember, a soul contract is made before you incarnate to determine the lessons that you want to work on while you're on earth. And your free will is how you decide to have those lessons and if you want to do them or not. But the life challenges may be accepted or rejected. You may decide, no, I'm not doing that this lifetime.
But if you do that, you have to come back and do it again some other time.
Right. We choose how to respond with anger and bitterness and love and appreciation and compassion. But these lessons, they continue until we learn from them and learn what we need to finish with them. So if we don't do them in this lifetime, you'll be back to finish those plus whatever else you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The life is a journey from your head to your heart. When we're born, our ego takes over the functions of our body, and that's that monkey mind that's always talking to you, telling you how things should be done. And that's fine for your physical body and your earthly experience, but you have to learn to connect to your heart, because the heart is where the love is.
Right.
The heart is smarter, has more wisdom than the mind. And once you learn to connect your heart and your head, then you can move through life kind of surfing the highs and lows, observing them, knowing that they're there for a lesson, picking out the lesson. Sometimes I have a hard time doing that, figuring out what the lesson is in certain things.
Oh, yeah.
But considering it's me, more than likely it's patience. That's been a big one for me, was learning patience.
Mine had an awful lot to do with self-confidence.
Oh, that too. But remember, life is a journey from the head to the heart. Remembering who we really are, eternal beings of light, helps surmount life's challenges. And when we raise our frequencies, we raise the frequencies of the collective and the planet. So whenever you're working on yourself
You're also working on the
You're
planet.
also working on everyone around you, everyone on the planet.
All of your energy affects everything.
Absolutely, it does.
Yes. So, as she said earlier, next week's show is Awakening and Ascension.
So, how about you reading some cards for us?
Okay, we'll find out what we need to do next.
And we shall go to Card Cam.
And again, these are from Rebecca Campbell. And these are the Starseed card. No, this is the
Light Oracle.
Hmm?
We forgot our Starseed cards earlier.
Right, we forgot
but
those.
These are the light.
These are the
Work your light.
Yeah, working your light cards.
We're having so much fun doing this, you guys.
Here
But
you are.
you just have to put up with our challenges. We're so new to this.
I'll get rid of those. Okay.
What have we
Let's put 'em
got?
up where you can see them better. Okay, the first one says protection. And it's saying call back your power. We've said that several weeks ago.
That really seems to be a theme these days.
Yeah, call back your power. Don't depend on everybody else's. Don't keep giving it away. Call back your power. And cut the cords of things that don't work for you. Trust the needle. What is it, that feeling you've got? The ringing says, do this, do this, do this. Trust it and do it. So you're calling back your power and you're doing what you need to do. And you're taking a break. Don't forget that life is not all work. It's supposed to be playing too. They consider this all of it playing, but not sure all of it's playing to me. But it's not a season, it's all long, so be sure that you take breaks.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you being here.
As we do. We do appreciate
We
you being
absolutely
here.
do.
And please select subscribe or like.
And share.
And share. Excuse me, I couldn't get it out.
Thanks for joining us. We wish you all unconditional love, unity, consciousness, enlightenment, and all good things this week for you.
And we'll see you next time.
And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.